you own a home or have plans to in the future? Or are you upside down in your mortgage and need help? Tune in right now to the Call Toni Real Estate Radio Show with Toni Patillo and her co-host Carla Dennis. This is where you come to learn about buying real estate. Here's Toni.
Hello, Los Angelinos. I'm your host, Toni Patillo, and you're listening to Call Toni Real Estate Radio here on KTLK AM 1150. I'm here with my co-host, Carla Dennis in the house. I really want to focus on Karim's expertise in the commercial real estate arena. And because, many people don't realize that restaurants are a true interaction with real estate. So, Karim, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, Toni. Excited to be here, as always.
It's always fun to have you on, Karim.
We know that small businesses are the engine of our economy.
Right.
And real estate is an integral part of small business. You got to have somewhere to work from.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in retail, whether it be in restaurant, bakery, financial services, whatever, you're going to lease or purchase something to work from so the public can come and get your services or goods. And what I've seen on the consulting side is especially when people are new to it, they really don't necessarily understand the process. They can kind of put the cart before the horse sometimes. So we've got some steps here that we could present to folks that might give them a better idea about what they need to do kind of first. 10 steps to opening a retail business. If you're going to do it, just kind of maybe follow along in these steps. The first one, obviously, is you got to know what you want to do and identify a concept.
Got it.
So whatever your concept is, you got to have clarity about that and the products you're going to serve and how you're going to go about serving them. Mm-hmm. Then really from a real estate perspective, you want to identify a broker. Right. So when you've identified that concept, you kind of have an idea about what kind of revenue you're going to make. You should have some sort of financial model in terms of what you can afford to spend in real estate and where your customers are going to come from and how they're going to get to you. So you want to deal with a real estate professional that can help you identify the right kind of location at the right price and negotiate your deal for you, who understands the ins and the outs of what your deal ought to look like. In a retail environment, landlords, sometimes they want percentage rent. So in addition to having a base rent, they may want a percentage of your sales over a certain number.
Right.
You can negotiate for a certain amount of time not to have rent prior to the time until you open, and even after you open.
Yeah.
Then there are, which is different than residential real estate, you have what they call TIs, or tenant improvement allowances. So on a dollar per square foot basis, you can get concessions from your landlord or actual hard dollars back to improve that space, to do the construction that's necessary for you to operate that business.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And help you be successful in business. Also, your state assembly people have a different set of resources. So people omit this step. It's an important step. It has saved a lot of clients and myself a lot of money, time, and headache. Yeah. We can't wait or rely on, government services to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. We got to take responsibility for, our own municipality, Los Angeles, and all the different neighborhoods in it. Find people who are successful, maybe a couple of steps beyond where your entry point would be, and, try to identify some mentors. Like in any other area of life, you want to find people who are successful doing it who can give you advice.
Yeah. And we want to remind you that we're here every Saturday at 3 p.m. on Call Toni Real Estate Radio on KTLK AM 1150, where we're committed to bringing you tools for positive change. If you tuned in late and you'd like to go back and listen to the full show, please go to calltoni.com. That's calltoni.com, and click on the previous show's link. You can always call us on our off-air number. That's 888-309-9797. That's 888-309-9797. We want to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and friend us on Facebook. And as always, we want you to have a magical, magical weekend. Thanks for tuning in.